electricity, no nothing. We're still online. Everything's
Still on.
And they say they're in the rain. The
All right. We have no electricity here, so we're making do.
Took
All right.
1 month to put it about before the strike. 1 month.
Okay. Here, put this over here. Okay, folks. Chumash and Rashi, Parshas VaYeshlach, the second reading. I'll face it this way, maybe. Truth, I don't need it because I have the light from here.
Yeah.
Okay. We continue, chapter 32, verse 14. Okay. He is, Yaakov is getting ready for his meeting with Esav after 20 years. Wow. Yalan Sham Balaylahu, when he went to sleep there that night, and he took from that which came to his hand. Mincha, a gift, la'esav achiv, to his brother Esav. Haba miyadei. It's an unusual term, that which comes to his hand, meaning bereshusei, meaning that which came into his possession. V'chein v'yikach is called artzei miyadei. Similarly, we find the term yadei referring to a possession. Right, a Midrash Agada, that's a simple meaning. According to the Midrash Agada, it's Bina Babi Yadai, Avanim Tevis Margolis. It means that he took precious stones and gems, jewels. Adam Tzabis for Venoisim Biyadai. That a person he bundles them up and carries them in hand. That's a second explanation. Davar acher, an alternative explanation, a third explanation, abam v'yadei, that which came to his hand, minachulin, meaning from unsanctified stuff. Shenatal meiser, rather. He separated tithes. Amar aser ashenulach adar v'lakach mincha. Like separated tithes, just as it says that I will set aside tithing for everything, and only then did he select a gift. In other words, he tithed first, then he set aside the gift. Third explanation. Okay. So now he's preparing the gift. What's the gift? Izim tiyashim, she-goats. Utiyashim. No, sorry. Izim masayim. Sorry. She-goats are 200. Utiyashim are he-goats. Esrim are 20. Rechelim masayim. Rechelim are ewes, female. Those are female, and they are 200. Ve'elim esrim. And rams are 20. Rashi. Easy masayim to yashim esrim. 200 female versus 20 male. Masayim izim sichim esrim to yashim. Why is that? Because 200 females need 20 males for mating. And likewise, all of us. The male are there for the need of the females. So in the Medrash, we learn from here the obligation that a man has for marital relations with his wife. How's that? Tiyolim b'chol yom. Tiyolim, those who are, just walk around the mall the whole day, right? That kind of person. They have an obligation every day. Why? Because they're just lazy people. Apoyalim shtaim b'Shabbos. Those who are involved in physical labor twice a week. Chamarim machas b'Shabbos. Those are donkey drivers once a week. Gemali machas b'Shloshim yom. Those who are camel drivers once in 30 days because they go long distance. They go for long distance, right? Asapanim achas l'shisha chadashim. And sailors, they're once in 6 months because they go and sail for a 6 month period. So they're only obligated once in 6 months. I don't know how to precisely set up the midrash in to derive from the verse exactly. However, it seems to me, that we learn from here that marital relations and obligation of the man to the wife is not equal in every man. It's based on what his, the exertion that is required upon him. Because here we see that he gave to every female goat one male goat. And similarly to every aisle, to every ram, right? Why? Because they don't do work, right? Goats, they just they just hang out. They don't do work. And darkam, and their way is laharbes v'tashmish, and therefore they have more relations. Ulaber eser nekeves, and to impregnate 10. Therefore, it's sufficient for one to impregnate 10. Because once a female becomes impregnated, she doesn't receive the male again, right? She's pregnant, so there's no need for mating anymore. On the other hand, when it comes to cows and cattle, that they work, right? They are plowing the field, they do work. Like most of those, they only gave one male for 4 females. And for a chamor, for a donkey that goes on a longer distance journey, he gave 2 females, 2 a male. And for those who go the longest distance, which are camels, it's 1-for-1 ratio. Here we go. Huh? Why Rashi? Why does Rashi say this all over here? Like, how's that in the simple text, right? So it must be because why is the Torah telling us these details? That's I don't know.
Donkeys was important. Own goats, was this important?
Huh?
You own goats, was this important? If you own
Yeah, it
donkeys, was
is.
this important?
Of course, obviously, if you own it's important. You have to know the mating. You have to know the ratio for mating.
And this is a question a 5-year-old child will ask.
Huh?
This is the question a 5-year-old child will ask.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if it's about the answer that I don't think he understands the answer so well though. That I don't get exactly. How does he understand the answer? 30 nursing camels with their young. So you see 30 with 30. Cows, it's 40 to 10 bulls. Right? Parim arbaim, parim asara, parim as a sara. Asainis, esrim. Right? The she donkey is 20, and the yarim asara, and the he donkeys are 10. I don't think we did with the, oh no, we did the donkeys. Yes, 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 we did. The camels are 1 for 1. Cows are 4 to 1, right? And the donkeys are 2 to 1. Rashi, meaning the younger with them. Shagada, and the Agada explains of Benehem, Benehem. Okay, you can also read Benoihim with their builders, that the males mate for each female, right? Lefisha Zocha Keneged Nekeva, 1 for 1. We're talking about here when camels, right? Lefisha Tznua V'Tashmish Loid Bayusam Akosav. Ha! Since the camels are modest in their mating, Scripture doesn't mention it openly, right? Because it doesn't mention male and female. It just said the nursing camel with their young. What happened to the male? Where is he? And because they mate in a discreet way, that doesn't mention. And they must mate once a year. Izim Chamarim Zacharim, he donkeys. 17. And he put each in the hands of each servant a charge of a flock. And he said to his servants, Ivru lefanai, pass before me. And you should place a distance between one groupings, one drove, it's called, it says over here, to the next. Rashi. Each species was its own herd by itself. So he's telling them to go ahead, right? What he's doing is making a distance of a day's journey between the different groupings, right? And he is at the end, meaning he with his family is at the end. But Ever Tasimu, and place a distance, that each herd before the other should be a full eye's distance. Huh. Okay. Before he just said a day's distance. Now he's saying like an eye's distance. Okay, maybe a day's distance from him, but from the gift. Remember, this is all the gift that he's giving to his brother. That gift should be like, it should be very elongated, the grouping, so he's going to see, wow, look at all of this, and it's all for him, right? So Esav, the wicked one, will be very taken by the wonderment of the gift. And he commanded the first one, right, as follows. Ki goshcha Esav, and when he will meet you, Esav, Achi, my brother, v'she'elcha, and he's going to ask you, Lamor, saying, Lemi ata, who do you belong to? Ana seilech, or lemi elech lefanecha. And who are these? Ana lemi ata. Yeah, Ana seilech. Right, and where are you headed? And Ana seilech, lemi ata lefanecha, and who is this before you? Right? What is this? I know there's all these cattle, these flocks, these droves before you. Right? Lamiyata, Shamiyata, to who do you belong? Mishal Ochelcha, who sent you? Targum Dama'at, whom are you? According to Targum. Lamiya Ela Lefanecha, and who are these that are before you? Ela Shefanecha Lamiheim. Who is this gift being sent to? It's interesting. Why does he think that it's a gift before he's told it's a gift? I guess I guess because you wouldn't lead them in such a like in a such kind of like a flaunting way, right? If it was your flock, you wouldn't have them like it looks like it's being flaunted as a gift, right? To show the major gift over here. למה משמש בראש דוד במקום כמוי בכל אשר אתה רואה לי, שלי הוא, להשם הארץ מלאה, של השם. So the lamed is a prefix, means here to belonging to. V'amarta lavdecha, and so you should respond that I am an emissary lavdecha to your servant Liakov. Mincha hi shlucha la adeni lesav, and this gift is sent by my master to Esav, meaning to him. Esav who's asking, Hine gam hu acharenu, and behold, look, he's behind us, he's coming up the flank. Rashi. Oh, here's me. Amad Yaakov, and you should say, respond that you are, it belongs to your servant Yaakov, Arisha, Risha, and Alachna, the first thing first, second thing second. Shalta Lemiyata, who do you belong to? Lavdechal Yaakov. I belong to your servant to Yaakov. That's who I belong to. Right. The Targum of the Avdach Yaakov. ששאלת למי אלה לפניך מנך היא אשתך. So Onkelos translates Avdacha Yaakov, your servant of Yaakov, replying the Asa whom you are in front of. This is a gift from my master Esav. Okay. Hine gam hu Yaakov. And look behind, right behind us, it's Yaakov. 20. Vayitzav gam v'yamarta one second. Sorry, 20. V'yitzav gam is Hasheni, and he commanded also the second group. The gam is Hashish, also the third group. Gam is called Darim Lemor, and also all those that are going behind the groups of droves, saying, Kedavar Dabrun, like this you shall speak. Esav to Esav, when he finds you. When he's going to meet up with you, this is what you should do. And you shall say, Gam Hine, and also, behold, Avdcha Yaakov, Acharenu, that also your servant Yaakov is behind. Acharenu is behind us. Gam Amara Kapra Panav. So he's behind the Gam, Akabra Panav, Mincha Lechas Lefanai. And so he's right behind us, and I will appease him with a gift that's being sent. A kapra over here, to appease, is usually means to atone, like kapara, Yom Kippur. But in the context over here means an appeasement by this gift. That's going before me. And afterwards I'll see his face. Maybe he will show favor to me. Others, right? Giving this gift, maybe that will change him. I'm going to annul his anger. That will be the appeasement, right? So they will wipe away through the covenant death. Lo yisuch lekapara. Cannot wipe out kapara. V'nir be'ena shekol kapara she'atzil ovain v'chay. Any kind of Yeah, so he's just bringing other examples. V'nir be'ena shekol kapara she'atzil ovain v'chay etzel panim kulam loshen kinua v'avarahein. So when the word kapara is used by sin, so then it means a cleansing and removing, right? Removing the sin. V'lashon ramihu, it's an Aramaic term. V'harbe v'talmud kapara yadei ve'eki pure yedei ahu gavra v'chein lashon amikra nikraim mizrafin shel kodesh kipure zov Hashem shel koyim kaneach yada behem Yisraf Mizrach. All right, let's continue here. 22. V'tabar mincha, and the gift passed al panav before him. V'hulan b'laylahu b'machna, and Yaakov spent that night. Okay, al panav. So he's saying that the gift passed on his face, literally, right? Chaycham as. Also chamas, which means robbery, right? Mishoy Yishma Al Panei Panai Tamim. Just showing that it means over here that is before heard before me. I don't know exactly. I don't get it exactly. Okay. So according to the Midrash, it means al panav, right, on his face. This means that Yaakov was in a state of anger, that he had to take all of these measures. He had to do all of this. That's interesting. Okay. And he woke up and he got up that night. And he took his two wives, and he took his two maidservants, and his 11 sons. The others as Maiver Yabok. And he went over the Yabok River. Yeah. So, sorry. His 11 sons. The Dina, so where was Dina? She was born and she was mentioned. She was put into a crate and closed up. Why? That Esav should not lay his eyes on her. Right? And want her, desire her. Something hard to understand over here. Therefore, Yaakov got punished because of this, because he's prevented something from Esau. Because maybe that would bring him, the desire that he would have for his daughter would bring him back to being good. And so she fell in the hand of Shechem.
Wow. So Yaakov was punished or Dina?
Wow.
Dina seemed to have actually.
Huh?
It seemed as though that Dina herself was the one who was punished as opposed to Yaakov.
It's punishing for a father too, right? Also punishing for the father.
The big thing it's saying is here was Esau who sent his son to kill him. Esau sent his son to kill Yaakov. And here you should consider maybe you should marry your daughter to his brother. And that would bring him back, like. Fathomable? That fathomable?
Yeah, I'm saying it's a very hard thing to get this. What the heck does this mean? Huh?
That's why.
It's definitely a challenging thing.
Should I learn from this? He's a fraudster and a crook and a killer.
Yeah, there's sichos from the Rebbe on this. There's sichos on the Rebbe on this.
Okay, I believe that.
Yeah, I don't know. We have to look. Anyway, it's definitely tzarachian. We need to look into this because what does this mean over here? Well, one thing for sure, what it means is that, like,
I'm asking, what
The-
should I learn from? That's what I mean. What I mean.
the
is-
power of tshuva of any, the power of tshuva, the
No,
power of
how do I
tshuva.
learn directly my behavior, simon, Maisa Aves, simon Levanim.
I don't know.
So I'm looking at the Maisa Aves and I'm saying, okay, what is the simon Levanim?
I don't know. Let's go further. Yabak Shem Nahar. It's the name of a river. Okay. V'kachem, and he took them, v'yavirem, and he crossed as a nochal the stream, v'yaver as a sherloy, and he took his possessions and crossed them, that which was his. Rashi, as a sherloy, habehema metaltal in animals and movable objects. Also, atzmai. Ki Gosher he made himself like a ferryman that he took from here on one side of the bank, and brought it to the other side of the bank. And Yaakov remained alone on the other side, like he passed everything over the bank of the river to the other side, but he then remained himself back on that side. And a man started to wrestle with him until the break of the dawn. Right? This is Esav's angel. Yaakov, and he remained alone. He forgot small jars and he went back for them. Lots of heavy duty stuff over here to learn. Menachem Pirush, what does it mean that a man wrestled? That's literally means. So Menachem explained per ish. He's a man covered himself with dust. Afar. He's aper ish. Interesting. Right? Because the word Yahweh it comes from the word dust. So he covered himself with dust. Lashon avok. Shahaya mailim afar beragleim al yedei nuam, because the dust would rise when they would, make movement of the feet. The linear, that's what Menachem says. But Rashi, to me, it appears shulasim is kasher, to connect. Lashon adamihu, or okay, I don't know what it means connect. Entanglement, okay, connecting. An entanglement, right? Lashon arami, it's an Arabic word. Basar de avuka bay, avik le mevak. He's just bringing different examples. Lashon aniva, it's about a connect. Aniva means tied, tying your shoes. Shekain derech shnaim shemis atzmin, because that's what happens when two people wrestle. Lahapel ish Israel, one who wants to knock down his friend. Shechayvkim oivkim Israel, that they kind of intertwine each other with their bodies, right? That's Rashi's explanation. Our sages explain it. Lebracha hu sarah shalesa. That this was for a blessing. Interesting. That it's Esav's guardian angel. Well, I don't see how you get that out of here. That it's Esav's guard. How do you see that in the words that Rashi explains that? Okay. 26. The Yar, And the angels saw that he's not able to overcome him. So he touched his the hip joint. Take kaf yerech Yaakov imai, so that Yaakov's hip joint became dislocated as he wrestled with him. The yiga b'kaf yerechai, and he touched him in the hip joint. Rashi kuli es hayerecha takua big kalbusei skori kaf. So the upper part of the thigh bone, which is sunk into the hip, that's called the kaf. It's like a kaf is a spoon, right? So it's like a spoon that it holds that it holds the thigh bone is into the spoon of the hip bone, right? Al shem she'abasar al kimin kav shel kedera, like a spoon, a ladle. Vitaka, which means he. Okay, he says here dislocated. Shetzikakaka b'mokum chabarta, from where it was connected. Okay, bring examples. And so Yaakov said, the angel says, send me away, ki Allah shachar, because the morning dawn has come. I'm not sending you away until you bless me. Because it's an angel, and now he has to sing. He has to sing to God, right? It's time for prayer. For prayers. Bless me. Admit to me, acknowledge to me the blessings that my father blessed me with. Right? Remember, he took these blessings. He took the blessings, right? In guile. That Esav is contesting. So the angel says, what's your name? He says Yaakov. So he says, no, they're not going to call you Yaakov anymore. Shimcha. Shimcha no longer is your name. Ki im Israel, but Israel. So why? Because you have striven, it says, Imelikim with God, V'imanashim with man, Batuchal, and you prevailed. Let's see, Rashi, Lo Yaakov, Lo Yemer, Shabrachos Lacha, Ma'akuba, Mirma. No longer will we say that the blessing came to you because your name was Yaakov, which means through trickery, right? And deceit. No. Ki im Bisrara, because your name is Israel, and Israel means nobility. Gili panim, and openly for full view. And in the end, God is going to reveal up to you the base kale in the house of God, meaning the base of Migdash. And he's going to change your name. And there he will bless you. Vani Sham, and I will be there. And I will give testimony. I will acknowledge there upon you. Yoser El Hamalach Yuchal Avocha Nacham Loi Kamad Malach is Nachim Loi Oman Saticha Loi. Wow. So the master of the angel is triumphant, and he wept and implored him. The angel wept and implored him, and what did he implore him? Let God. in other words, it's going to be all confirmed then. The angel cries, Yisnachem, and regrets. What did he regret? That in the house of God, that he'll find us there and speak to us then. And he's going to have to wait until God will speak to us there. Yaakov didn't want to wait. And he didn't want to wait. And so the angel was forced to acknowledge the right to the blessings now. Okay, and that's what it means. He blessed him there. Right? Meaning that the angel was pleading with Yaakov to wait for him to bless him, but Yaakov didn't agree. He wanted the blessings right away. The imanashim, Esav and Lavan. What does it mean with people that he battled? It means Esav and Lavan, Metophal, and he prevailed over them. The Yishal Yaakov, and Yaakov asked the Yomer, and he said, tell me what your name is. Why are you asking me Lishmi for my name? And he blessed him there. Right? So that's Tisha. Why are you asking? I'm an angel. We don't have a permanent name. Our names always change. Because our name is always based on the mitzvah of the work that we need to as a messenger, that we are messengers of God, that we are being sent on. Wow. There's so much there. But that's all going to wait to some other time that we can deal with that. But powerful.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Tanya's coming up in a few moments. We'll see you in a few